All right, welcome to the Sept of the Red Branch Fianna game set in the Sept of the Red Branch in Ireland. Um, it's very particular, that title. We are in the castle that holds all the people who don't have their own goddamn house. And Sean Houlihan is cleaning his room, picking up random things and putting them in their place. Laundry's actually going in the laundry bin. Picks up his sock and he just stares at it for like a long time. Like, he just seems really peculiar about this sock. Shakes it a couple times. Like, just tilts his head to the side, shakes it again. Huh. Throws it in the laundry bin. Thank goodness he doesn't share this space with literally anyone else. And then finally, over the pack link, care of Maeve.
Yes.
Wait, hold on a second. He walks out into the hall. Hey, little guy. What you doing out here? You know you're not supposed to be out here. Come on, where's your mom? Come on, take my hand.
This little kid, Sean, is just excitedly jabbering to you about the little monster truck toy it's holding.
Oh. That is a big truck, little man, as he's just walking down the hall with this. Like, it's not like this kid can hold like his whole hand. He's holding like 2 fingers. Let's go show your mom. Where's your mom, huh? She should see your giant truck. And
The mom's
sooner or
just
later, he will put the enigma together about where this person's parent is. All right, off to your mother. And a good day to you too, ma'am. And he walks back to his room, meeting my quarters.
Kara's just like, what was that about, Raya?
Everyone's kids are running around here today.
Well, it's a Fianna Sept. She'll shrug. But yeah, sure. I guess I can come down to your room.
Maeve, who has seen the internet, is just kind of mumbling, 400 babies. Toddles.
Eventually, you two make it to Sean's room in the part of the intercastle housing where kids aren't supposed to fucking be, which was the entire point of that errand. And you come into a relatively clean Sean's room. He did not dust. He did not dust. You can see the outlines where things were. Not great.
Kara looks around. Wow, did you clean up just for us?
No. No, I did not. Shuts the door. I usually don't like talking a lot. However, this bears. This is the second time now that you two have had it out in front of the other packs. Why?
There's a stray glance. As Maeve, finds herself a seat and tucks up her feet under her. And yeah, just kind of gives Kara the microwave eyes for a moment.
I mean, for what it's worth, Maeve gets the same thing from Kara.
If someone doesn't start explaining, I'm going to take both of your heads and knock them together like fucking coconuts until I get an answer.
Well, I don't want to speak for Maeve because I don't know her perspective, but my end, It's incredibly infuriating to see your pack mate taking sides with people who hurt your family, who killed your family.
Well, Maeve stares for a moment like, I'm going to let you finish. Because once I start, and she just. Maeve doesn't get mad often, but just bringing up the topic has already kind of clicked her over a little bit. Is that all you have to say?
I mean, that's the best place to start. Yeah.
That's everything you feel about it.
About us getting into it with each other? Yeah.
Just a little nod. And Maeve licks her lips, and she very suddenly stands up. Your family. The one you married into. Not people that you grew up playing with or looking up to or loving. People that you probably never met. And you would viciously attack 2 members of a pack that brought me back here alive. 2 members of a pack who came running when we were in trouble and helped pull us out of that fucking hole. You'd attack one of the only people who was there, who had to watch his whole family fall. Do you know who he has left? He has 2 people. Kara, he has his sister and he has her mother out of his whole family, and look at how big the families here are. He has 2 people in the world, and he was there when it was happening. You heard what was in that journal. He was there when all those things were happening. And if there was ever a time for someone to decide to let go and to give in to everything that was happening around them, it's when they're watching their mother fall, when they're watching their grandfather, their entire extended family fall into this. Do you know what he did? Do you know all the stories? You go running to Rory, but do you know what he did when it all happened? His own mother launched at Rory while he was under assault from so many of his family. His own mother. And do you know what he did? He picked up the closest thing that he could and he slammed her into the ground. He broke her. And he got Rory and he dragged him out of that pile of fallen, twisted people. And he got him out. Because Rory was there too. And the only people that he could save were 2 kinfolk that hid under a table and his best friend. And this is how you repay him for getting your family out. The only person he could save, besides the 2 people who hid instead of fighting, because they were kin. And because they had time to duck out of the way. The person you keep looking up to and you keep running to is only here because of him. And yet, the second that all those people jumped on him, you did too. And you didn't even come at him from the front. You took a pot shot. And Daniel, what did Daniel ever do to you? Have you noticed he hasn't been at classes? he won't even look at me straight anymore because of what you did. Because you get really excited about a story about people who fell, and you're ignoring the story about people who didn't. And I can't just sit here and watch you foam at the mouth and launch yourself at the easiest target instead of the actual fucking problem. And she points at the wall, like off in the direction of that keep. We have actual enemies. That woman in the tunnels, that man with the white eyes that we saw twice now, they're there. They're out there, and they actually want to kill us, or worse. And they want to burn down this entire sept. And they want to finish what the Red Stag started. But instead of focusing on them, you're attacking Diane Garou. You're attacking the person who carried me here in his lap on his horse while I was sobbing because I thought my pack was dead, because my connection to my totem cut. And we were swarmed by spirals. He was the first person to comfort me. And you jumped him. This isn't a Sunday newspaper comic. This story doesn't resolve with an easy little twist, and suddenly you're the hero. This is a series of novels, and we're walking in 3 books in. And it's really cute that you read the back cover, and you think you're going to find the twist ending in the middle of it, but maybe he's just another Garou who lost his whole family in a sickening way. And he's taking all those licks just to make sure that no one puts them on his family. The tiny, tiny remains of a family he has left. And I mean, she's shaking. Let's face it, Maeve doesn't get but so mad, but so often, and it's a lot to put through her. It's a lot to channel. So her little hands are shaking. She's puffed up as big as she can get, which isn't that big. But you can see that she's breathing kind of quickly. She's furious, but she's not foaming.
Kara will stand up. I see. You think because I married into my family that it just shouldn't matter to me? That because of everything that's out there that we've seen, that the fact that Christopher lost his family doesn't just makes it so that he's just a victim and not a potential reason these things came back.
Okay, Maeve takes her age. The little fists clench. The knuckles go pale. So it only matters when it's the man you married, then. Anyone else's loss counts for nothing. They both lost people. A lot of people lost people. Every family here lost someone.
Yeah, they did.
I've heard enough. Kara, Maeve. Starting now, the McNamara line goes unmolested. Garou and kin. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Raya.
And if you have a problem with that, Kara, because I can see it on your face, let me make this plain to you. You think I'm full of shit? You disagree? I fucking dare you, I double dog dare you to walk all the way down to Cathal McTighe. Look him in the eyes. The man who lost his wife, the man who lost his children, the man who had every reason to put what was left of the McNamara's to the sword, and tell him he's full of shit because he's the one who cleared them 16 fucking times. They have suffered enough. I certainly fucking hope I'm understood today. I certainly fucking hope me raising my voice for the first time to either of you makes a difference. Because if I hear that you've laid a fucking finger, especially on the kinfolk, it will be a race between me and Orla to see who catches you first, and I pray it's me. Now, unless I have failed to make my stance 100% certain, you are dismissed, both of you. Don't let me catch you fighting in public, I swear to fuck.
Kara just kind of, she listens to that, waits for him to blow himself out. She'll open the door and head out.
And well, when it started, right as they were going, toe to toe, she took an unusually aggressive posture, just, kind of bucked forward, standing forward, kind of presenting herself upwards. When Sean resolves to a similar stance, she shifts her weight back again. Instead of, pushing it forward, she keys down just the slightest bit because she's not making a stance by herself anymore. She doesn't stop being angry, but she lets her alpha speak, and she agrees so wholeheartedly. She's still got a little bit of a tremble to the hands, her little fists, as she nods dutifully and lets Kara slip out first, but more sincerely pauses to turn and offer, a sincere nod of respect to Sean, and pulls the door open, lets herself out, has to focus.
Or Maeve gets out because she did take a moment to look back at him. I meant what I said. You two go at it in public again, I will beat you like a fucking drum. Do not embarrass me.
Understood. Right. I'm sorry for the times I've done it already.
Out.
She nods. Again, it's very short, it's very clipped, but it's very respectful. It's just stiff because she's tense, and she lets herself out, and she has to take a moment. It takes thought and care to not slam the door, because it's just something you do unconsciously when you're angry enough. So she pulls it shut behind her, and she starts marching to get outdoors because she needs to blow it off.
The last thing that either of you hear when the door shuts is a medium-sized object slamming into the door.
A medium-sized object?
You don't know what it is.
I just like that it's specifically medium-sized.
It's got that depth of thunk to it that you can tell it was like a medium-sized object.
Smaller than a table, but definitely bigger than a shoe.
Yes.
It's
yes,
probably
Kara.
a wastebasket.
You're on point, Kara. He probably kicked that wastebasket with the power of 1,000 suns. Like straight up letter Kenny booted it across the room.
Oh, and Maeve, yeah, she gets outside. She is very careful to avoid people, keeps her eyes off of people, but just gets outside. And honestly, considering what she's used to being told to do when she's too shaken up, she starts running laps. Just trying to burn it out. Honestly, kind of fueled by being so fucking self-righteously angry.
Kara, for her part, because she's pretty pissed. And she felt, yeah, actually she felt really personally attacked by Maeve. Yeah, she'll probably run out to the sparring ring, pick up one of the short swords and just start having at it with one of the training dummies.
Nice. But I imagine eventually, no matter how hard we don't look at each other when it happens, we're all going to end up back in the same place. I get the impression the dorms are kind of sequestered into groups of rooms, maybe with a little center room or something. Just so PAX can kind of keep together. And yeah, she will eventually come back in and catch a shower, and I mean, sooner or later, just be sat there, probably with a book, like some straight up Hans Christian Andersen.
Kara will wander in and sit down.
The awkward glance exchange. But there's the briefest eye contact and then looking away like, nope, nope.
You can hear Sean go down the hall. And there's like rustling, and one of the machines starts like it's like a series of chimes, and you hear some rustling, and then this isn't clean. And then just more rustling and the hum as the machine starts up again.
It's a pretty good book you're reading.
Oh, Olive Branch.
Olive Branch.
Yeah, Maeve, she kind of pauses and lowers the book a little, kind of glances over just to catch a quick expression. Whatever's like first and foremost being, worn on Kara's face.
It's awkward, but calm.
Yeah. I managed to find a copy in the library here. I hope oh god, it's so painfully awkward. Two chicks angry at each other is probably potentially the most awkward thing in the universe. I hope you don't think that I think all the other people in pain don't matter.
I would hope you don't think that about me.
Oh,
Because it does matter.
just. And I mean, she looks over and she almost looks hurt by the whole thing. It's very much the heart of it. Maeve is very, very bad about wearing her heart on her sleeve. It's just not right. I know that you get mad, but surely you can look at him and see. It's not right.
When I look at him, I see someone who I have no idea how he's not. After everything that I've seen,
I don't
I
know.
have no idea how he's not. I have no idea.
I don't know.
But you know what? You know what really scares me about him, Maeve?
She kind of
Him and
scooches a
his
little
sister?
closer, leans in. She's actually very curious. It's blatant.
Those three are the only ones that didn't. And now these things have come back, and yeah, maybe it's to finish the job. They started destroying this sept. Maybe they'll take it over, but they probably will. They'll probably try. That's probably a big part of it.
Hey, if it helps, I asked. And it's not that they were the only ones that were clean when it started. It's just so many people died when the attack happened, and so many people, when he told them to, they knelt out of sheer terror, not because they chose it.
It scares me how willing you are to let yourself be close to someone that got away. And probably part of the reason why these things are back are to get are to claim the rest of the family. Especially after what happened in the tunnel. Hearing what the tale singer had to say about the Lady of Rags.
That's. She kind of like pulls the feet up finally. It's kind of what. Okay, so the first part. Tara, I know that we're fighting, but when you and Sean knew that Seamus was stuck and that I was stuck behind him, and when you felt me hurting, you were scared enough to hurry out of that tunnel. And you never, perhaps, could have done it otherwise, but when you knew we were there and hurting, you reached back in. And to me, it makes sense that seeing one of your friends being pulled down, seeing your sister cowering under a table, crying. She had to be what, 9, 10 years old when it happened? Wouldn't that give you the fuel to fight? Or at least to get the people you cared about away? Even if you normally could never have done it. It's like a mother lifting a car to save a child.
Probably, yeah.
But
I know. I know. I never would have had the strength to help to pull you up on my own. But I knew I had to grab you and hold on tight no matter what, or you were gonna go.
right? You see the part that makes it so scary? Ooh, let me backtrack a little and rephrase.
Okay.
So, you didn't just do that. I told you. And I was mad. And I yelled it. But he didn't just, shove people he didn't know off of Rory. He didn't just shove attackers off of Rory to get him out. What do you think it had to have been like to watch your own mother be the one to lunge in for a kill and to have to pick up the closest thing you could and bludgeon her to death? Even if you know that she's tainted and wrong, could you do it? What if, Gaia forbid, what if something were to happen to your husband and he went to kill one of us? We were piled on by others, but he was the one who was going to make the killing blow. Could you really do that?
I don't know, Maeve. But I know I should be the one to do it. Because he's my husband.
Point is, there was no one else to do it. But I think the
No.
part that makes the other half of it scary, Kara, is they didn't ask for him. She didn't. And when I saw the stag, when I saw her, they didn't want him and ask for him. They didn't ask for Rory. They didn't ask for anyone else. They wanted my blood. Mine. The stag warned me the dangers of walking alone, and I told him I wasn't. But when I looked around me, you were all gone. And there was only fire. And all they said they wanted, all they talked about me, was my blood.
I'm not gonna pretend I'm a Theurge and I know what spirits mean when they say what they mean, when they say what they say.
He said you, but I think
Maeve,
he really meant it.
you were there. They weren't.
You were there. If they wanted McTighe, if those are the people that they attacked first, Why not you? I don't think it's about who he is or who you are. I don't think they're coming for him. Specifically, they're coming for blood and fire. And they'll take the strongest blood they can get. It doesn't have to come back to him. It doesn't have to be about him. It's about them.
I don't know why you kids like me so. Okay, I'll play catch with you.
Bless you.
Kara just like she can. Kara can hear Sean playing with this little kid, and she's just wondering how he's not married yet.
Viv shoots off a glance that says pretty much the same thing, written on her face, just like, Jesus Christ. How is he not literally being assaulted by every woman in a mile radius? She thinks it's adorable.
It doesn't have to be about them, Maeve, for it to still scare me. Especially when we know they want you. Maybe.
Ooh, you got kind of wonky. I don't know if your cord's a little fiddly.
Oh. Is this better?
Yes.
Maybe you trust them. But I'm not willing to take that risk with one of my packmates. So. Wow, that's a really intense game of catch.
Yeah. Ooh, the ball bounces, huh? I think it's like a racket ball or something. I don't know. All right, kid, pop fly.
Kara, I mean, think about what Sean said. Truthcatcher's a McTighe.
He is. And I do.
He killed the Red Stag.
I trust his judgment.
Then trust it.
But I'm probably never going to be friends with them. And it's not. It's not on them, it's on me. For not being able to understand how they're not wrong.
If you trust his judgment, then trust it. Openly. Just trust it. Because you can't straddle the fence on this. You either trust an elder from your own family, on the person who has the most knowledge, the most experience with this, and would know the best, or you don't. But if he says that he's fine, if he says that he's clean, he's clean. And the odds are impossible, but why look a gift horse in the mouth?
No, you don't want to give me the ball back? Well, I guess you got to keep it. It's getting late for you, isn't it, little guy? Go on, run back to your mom. You can just say Uncle Sean gave you the ball, okay? And he looks up and there's the trio. Oh, hello.
Well, they just wave as they're like walking in. Like one of the rooms.
Sup?
Pilar just shrugs. Children and Yoke are all walking around all in pack uniform today. It's pretty weird. She's smirking, opening the door.
No shit.
Yeah, they've been sticking together all day.
Just nods.
Primal are outside too, but it's just three of them. I don't know where Sasha is. Just like walks in. Runa's just, trudges off some of her gear. Paul just kind of sits down outside the window, just ruffling his big long hair.
I mean, to be fair, pretty much nobody knows where Sasha is at any given time.
I don't know. She rubs her face.
Are we assuming this is like common room?
Mm-hmm. The
Okay.
hallways.
Just kind of leans against the wall. You three look kind of beat.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are pulling wall duty, weren't you?
Nods.
Yeah, my pack's up tomorrow.
And everyone's asking everybody's opinion on what stuff that's going on. Some Galliard, Gleaming Eye, just rolls her eyes.
Oh, the woes of being a well-versed Galliard.
I don't know, I always ask my opinion on things, especially because House Gleaming Eye nudges Runa nudges her back.
Sean kind of sarcastically puts his hands up and does the spirit fingers when she says House Gleaming Eye.
Gleaming Eye. Nah, they're just asking my opinion on things, what my current opinion is on certain members of the Sept and all this, and she just gives a shrug. As a Galliard and a different tribe, and blah, 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 blah.
Barrel-loaded questions.
I know, Sean.
He finally pipes up from the couch.
They're not in your common room, by the way. They're outside.
Oh, okay.
I did say that. They're outside in the hallways.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just Sean was off entertaining yet another child. They just keep like somewhere junkyard is just like my brother.
No, they're in the hallways. If you're pinging into Sean, you could hear what Fiona's saying, maybe.
Oh, okay. So there's sets the book down and then trails over to see what's going on.
They just see them going into the dorm, like one of the other dormitories, like Paul and Runa. Paul's leaning out the window, just looking outside. Runa's sitting down in the bed, one of the beds inside, and Fiona's leaned up against the doorway.
Hey, Fiona.
Just wave.
Little wave over Sean's shoulder. Ugh.
Well, when he's up for it, we should probably talk to Albert again.
I'll talk to Albert. Smirking.
Either both of us or maybe just me. Those tunnels need another look over.
Oh.
She might send you guys somewhere else.
Maybe. Smirking. We'll see. I hear your Ragabash has been poking around the town, so we'll see what Albert has to say.
He's a busy man, my Ragabash.
Smirking. He's a Ragabash. If he wasn't busy, I'd be suspicious.
Me too.
Kara will wander out into the hallway, see what's going on now.
And they're just chatting. Maul's just looking outside.
I will eventually gravitate over to take a look outside as well, because there was idle mention, and even if she missed that, he's blatantly looking out the window.
Yeah. Children are Oak are out there in full force, wandering around, and these two members of the Primal are there.
What are they doing?
Oh, they were having a talk. seems pretty like I wouldn't say it's super serious, but it just seems pretty intense. By the way they're talking, by the way they're discussing things.
As she glances out at, the group in force.
Oh yeah, they're all there. There is boom and boom, all there.
Yeah, she just slither a thought into the link. May not be the worst idea to let Dermot know that you've taken a stance.
Words only carry so far in group society. They'll figure it out when we stick to what I said.
Maybe, but the words of an alpha to an alpha mean something, don't they?
Only thing that ever earned me anything was action.
There's a glance back. If words have no use, why do we use so many of them?
Because we're Fianna.
And be a Fianna.
There's a soft little chuckle in the link from Kara.
Sean rolls his head around like, oh god, the crackling noises. Okay. We'll see how diplomatic they feel in full force.
She'll just put out, words backed up with action speak a lot louder than just actions or words.
Oh, see? There you go. Both. Both is good. Why not both? She's kind of grinning a bit as she glances, back to Sean and then back out the window again. Go on, Sean. Dead air bad.
Let my gifts speak for me. Knocks himself in the head a couple times. All right, I'm going. Hefts himself up off the wall. See you around, Fiona.
She gives out a shrug. Good luck out there, big man.
Oh, yeah.
She gives him the thumbs up. You can see the three of Robert and Paul smirk a bit, like, oh boy. You know what I mean? It's that type of like, good luck, buddy. Yeah, Paul just leans against the door, arms folded, just giving you a little finger wave, like, bye. You know what I mean?
He heads outside.
All right, you head outside and you'll see the children be over there. They're chatting away. The primal are like, the last thing you hear as far as like, I'll talk to Sasha Dearman. Just leave it with me.
Oh, he waits to see how this goes.
Dearman's like, well, good. I appreciate you bringing it straight to him. Just gives a nod, adjusting the hilt of his buckle with the sword on it. Like I said, just give your alpha the message. It's no problem. Respectful as always. Adrian to Adrian. She just gives a nod, like pretty congenial, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll let him know. And then they see you, and I mean, Sean, have you ever seen a pack form together in a line? Just, doof, you know what I mean? They all like, it's literally like watching a formation, just they all snap together. And then, Dermot just stares at you.
And Sean just watches this happen, and it's just his ass standing out there, and he just readies himself internally.
Not for long. Maeve will slide out because she's noticed when people only see one of them, they look for the others. So she'll slide out and just lean against, alongside the door where she's visible. She's accounted for.
Kara will sidle up next to Maeve.
Sean makes the approach.
Oh yeah, they stand there, all in formation, watching you come over.
Ryan's.
That's close enough, Sparkle Gem.
Yeah, he stops.
Like he, he just even flexes his hands on the hilts of the blades.
On behalf of my pack, I offer apology.
Oh, do you? Well, I'll say this. We're grateful for you helping out our kinfolk in that little brawl. We're grateful. What we're not grateful for is cheap shotting us. That's fine. I get it. Your apology's accepted. I accept yours. You didn't cheap shot me, or you didn't cheap shot my pack. Nope. She did. Points. Now, if you say she's under control, she's your pack. Cool. But at least have her the balls to stand in front of me and not hide in the shadows. She's a MacTague. I'm a McCarthy. Least she can do is look me fucking directly in the fucking eye. All of us can. Please give a nod to Sean, because you know what? Sean still went right up to him, you know what I mean? You get that vibe off of Dermot. You came up to me. Cool. You get the pass. It's very Fianna, you know what I mean? It's very Fianna.
All right.
Very old school Fianna. It's like, alright, came up, cool. We're sorted. We're done. You know what I mean?
I assume this is loud enough for them to hear, even from hanging back.
Dermot is not quiet.
Yep. No, Maeve pops up off the wall, comes over,
No,
stand behind Sean's right hand.
no. When Kara hears that, she gets up and she heads on over.
Oh yeah, they all glare at you. Proper. So, apologies accepted. But the next time you want to cheap shot my pack, mate, step aside. Orla steps aside, Fionn steps aside. Christopher is there. And Dermot will say, challenge him or get the fuck out. Or I'll challenge you. And I'll draw these. You clear, you little shit?
Yes, Raya.
Good. Perfect. Glad we sorted that. Anyone else have an issue? Sean, Maeve?
No, Raya.
Perfect. Glad we're all back in business. Aren't we, lads? The truth's been okay, oak not.
It was wrong of me, what I did. And you can see, like, Kara's hands are balled into fists as she's saying this. And it won't happen again. I assure you.
There's a second where Dermot doesn't say anything. You can probably tell there's like a second debate on whether he debates saying something. I'll hold you to that. MacTaig.
Do.
His fist clenched for a split second and unclenches. Good. Well, I think we should leave, shouldn't we, boys? Shouldn't we, lads? They all just evenly nod together in unison before tempers flare. Probably a good idea.
And Sean just starts backing up, and his hands kind of extend to make sure the other two stay in step with him.
She'll wait for Sean to get moving. She'll keep She'll keep up with him.
Yep, Maeve is, for the most part, been searching faces, been doing her best to kind of read them. They've got a unified front, that's for fuck sure.
They're all
But yeah,
they're steely. They're letting Dermot do a lot of the talking because he's the alpha. You know what I mean? They're letting him lead this. And Dermot is all McCarthy fire at this point. That's a lot of fired up at this point. He is. You can even tell he's angry.
and the second Sean moves, she doesn't need an arm to guide her. The second he moves, she is not going to end up standing in front of him. So if he starts to step back, she will step back. And it makes for a somewhat unified look, at least on her half.
Yeah, they watch you step to the door, and they just let you just start taking steps backward. They're going. You can tell they're going to look for the Wild Lords now at this point. The way Dermot's walking, he's probably going to challenge Rory.
All right. I think that's enough for us. In the pack link. Oh, God.
Yep, there's this quiet nod. Bit of a glance after, and she will actually go ahead and, not like with an unusual speed, but we'll go ahead and duck in and head into their rooms and pull out a hand mirror.
Where you going, Maeve?
Probably roughly to where the Wild Lords normally hang out once she's across.
Okay.
It should just it's one of those, I'll be right back.
Oh, what's up?
Gonna watch.
Are you sure that's a wise decision after that interaction just now?
Challenges are usually an open spectacle.
They are, but I, who am not given to talking, just barely talked us out of that. Sometimes you gotta learn when not to chase things, Maeve.
And she stands there with the little compact mirror open in her hand, kind of glancing back towards her bedroom door, even though it's closed. I just want to see what happens.
We'll hear about what happens.
Probably the same thing that always happens, Maeve. They'll challenge, they'll fight. Someone will walk away a winner, someone will walk away a loser, and nothing is fixed.
It's kind of a quirk of the brows. I knit a little bit. I won't go anywhere. I'll just be on the other side.
Okay.
So she gives a nod, and yeah, she will look into the mirror and cross. Probably fairly promptly. Oh God.
I'll roll to see how long it would take them to find him. Not that long.
Oh,
You hear it?
In the Umbra?
No.
Oh.
we just straight up hear it.
Oh, you hear Dermot go, Rory McTighe! You'll be bellowing.
All right, change of plans. Something that loud's going to be weird if we don't show up.
Yep.
As Maeve is like just stepping outside.
Yep, I owe you a fried Mars bar. Come on.
The fuck is a fried Mars bar?
It's Murica. That's what
It's sex.
kind of grinning.
So, you all guys run out close down, literally down the lane. These guys are all formed up in a line. They draw weapons. They do. They're not blunted. They're not sharpened. They all are blunted weapons. All of them. The Wild Lords face off. Like Rory just steps off the horse, you know what I mean, and like They all kneel down. Nula gets down. They all get down, and Rory just has this frown on his face. More bastard just squares up essentially, like, "Oh, I'm so fucking ready." Feek levels out. Essentially is that the master challenge is her running down the laneway like fuck, 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 fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Get too old for this.
And Dermot just tosses one of the practice swords down. Since we can't cut each other, and I'd win. There's all Wempos there. Let's do this old fashioned pay. Last member of each pack standing wins. If you've got the balls to fight me, Rory. At least I'll attack you from the front this time. Rory bristles. How does everybody else react?
I mean,
Sounds got
Kara is her hands. She's white knuckling her hands. Her jaw is clenched, but she is keeping her feet firmly planted in place.
Just to help with that a little bit, Maeve is just like, oh, and I mean, she watches. She makes sure they're somewhere where they can see what's about to go down. But when Kara, inevitably, she sees just the clench of the fist, she just gently, very gently, puts a hand up on Kara's shoulder. It's very gently, just to ground her, just a touch.
I have gotten so much mileage out of this split frame picture.
Now, Dermot will call out, if anyone else wants to join us or the Mac Tides, I'll consider that business handled. If anyone's got the balls. But if anyone doesn't, and I catch anyone interfering, the Master Challenge agreed, I'll pull live steel. And I'll take your hand. So if you want to side with your friends, calls out to everybody, now is the time. Or let it be settled.
I mean, Kara will look at Sean.
And the link is just, we can't split in public.
No, we can't. No, we cannot. Well,
Then we'll stay out of it.
There's the little bit of the lip lick, because,
I'm in a rune. I gotta do what I gotta do.
it's all or nothing, Sean, and we can't take opposite sides.
Just looks at Kara.
Maeve looks at Kara.
You following me?
If you go in, Raya, I'll follow you.
Words backed by action it is.
Boy!
And
Aren't
Sean...
you glad you suggested that?
You see Sean, like, just... He's kind of sliding down whatever hill. It's a steep hill. So it's kind of weird to watch him slide down it. Just that slow fucking walk.
I mean,
Walk beside.
Children of the Oak. They saved our lives.
Man, the look Rory gives Kara. Oh.
yeah, she's...
Just stares at her like, wow, okay. You know what I mean? Blink. Okay. Just nods to himself.
There is an incredibly apologetic look on Kara's face, but she knows that is not going to help anything. She is going to hear about it later.
Worst part is he just nods. You picked your side. Cool. Steps off the horse. There's like a nod. This is for a split second. I mean, Sean, Maeve, you see it. It's like, oh, wow, my own family. Cool. That's always nice to see. Cool. Takes the breath in. Which is it to be then, Dearman? One-on-one or this group, now that you've gotten a bonus? Dermot will like look over, casually. That the McCarthy fire gets a bit more fiery because he's like, "Oh, they picked us. Well then, well, I say this then, Rory. I'll fight you. Their alpha can fight your beta, and if any of the rest of her pack or my pack want to tangle, we'll decide that after. How about that? Seem fair to you?" Looks over at Sean.
Sean just nods.
Yeah, Cackington just cracks his fist. Just gives the "I'm sorry" at Maeve. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's like,
Maeve like steals the little glance and does much the same thing.
she picks
Like
up the
that
baseball
little
bat.
side exchange of like, I'm sorry.
War Bastard points at Daniel, and Daniel's like, Daniel goes to him. Christopher just puts his hand forward and steps forward, like, just nods.
Ooh.
Unbuckles his fucking shirt. Cara, are you stepping up against anybody? Or is your stance of just standing there enough?
I think she's muted.
Yes, she is. Maeve, you stepping up against anyone?
What position is Nula taking as all of this is getting ready? Because I get
Kinda-
the feeling we're on like Mother's Touch duty, but
Yeah, she's kind of standing there, like, I don't want to refight anybody, but I have to stand there and support my alpha because his own family has not supported him, so I'm just gonna stand here. Hi! If someone wants to fight me, cool. I'll be over here. Wave, you know what I mean?
yep. Maeve has a little bit more conviction going, but she's ready to give support, and that means she can't interfere with the individual fights, but she's on standby for healing. And so she takes that kind of similar position a bit off to the side, just kind of at the ready to jump in and pick someone back up so they don't fucking straight die.
All right. So, Sean, I'll just get the pictures ready. Orla just steps back, like smirking as Christopher steps up. She's like, "Oh, yes, yes." You know what I mean? So, Sean, you step up beside Christopher and Dermot. Let me just get Christopher's thing up ready. I don't know if Kara's coming back at all, but you can pick up like a club or like you can just go fist. Cackling Thunder's going fists.
Oh, in that case, I'm a man of fairness. Fists it is.
Christopher goes fists against War Bastard. And Dermot draws 2 blunted blades, and Rory picks up what looks to be a blunted warhammer. It's more like a club, if anything. And so, Sean, roll initiative.
I say a blunted warhammer.
It's like a big,
Oh.
gigantic stick.
I'm just imagining like a Nerf bat.
Yeah, he picks up a Nerf bat and starts smacking him. No, it's like a gigantic stick.
Okay.
You go first. I always let these go first.
Oh my god. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
As Sean burns through rage and just fucking like steps.
Cackling Thunder is going to block you and spend 3 rage.
It's 3.
Roll this block. He
Yeah,
boxes
he gets-
block. Yeah. You come at him, he does that like perfect, like, doof, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think Sean's technique is nearly as refined as his.
It's just like that's a boxer. You can immediately tell by the way the stance he takes. He even does the proper like lift, like bare knuckle boxing fist lift and everything.
Yeah, fucking Sean doesn't. Sean just brawls.
All right, you go again. You have first action. He's not going to hit. He's not going to dot block you this time. He's going to try and tank you so he can swing. Oh. And you roll your damage.
Okay. Three.
He 2 go through. So you get a good. Oh, you fucker! You got me. He returns fire in his action. He gets 2 dice from the specialty of literally bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm really playing to this cat's hands.
3.
All right.
Don't forget your board dice.
I will not. I'm in homage, good sir.
He gets
you
yeah,
go through
right.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Even Steven, you know, you hit him, he hits you. It was like, whoa, whoa. Both make that exact same noise.
Oh, oh, oh. Okay.
Oh, you fucker. Oh, oh.
Oh. Yeah, these two Rock'em Sock'em robots are just going at it. I believe it's my go again.
Mm-hmm.
I miss.
Oh, you miss. Oh. You will take a swing.
Yeah, I can't spend willpower yet, sadly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 9 dice. No, it's 9. Swing takes away.
I got one hit on a very experienced Gru. It's like really good for me.
He only did 3 though.
Yeah.
And you got your boar stamina too, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
The day I get stamina 4 is going to be beautiful.
Oh yeah,
only one gets
pops
through.
again. Pops again, a little nice little jab in the ribs. Whoa!
I'm still only at a -1 wall. A -1 wall.
And just
So-
get makes a little squeak noise as well. Ooh, you got me, you fucker.
Don't
Fuck,
forget,
kitty, fuck. All right. Third rage action. I'll hit you with my fist.
don't forget your +2 brawl from Vor. You're the only one fighting right now.
Wait. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's one
okay.
person at a time, but you're
Don't
the
worry.
only one fighting.
He gets his shit in a few minutes. Don't you worry. But it's about to get funny.
All right. I've been forgetting my +2 bore, so I'll add that +2 bore. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He will dodge this.
damn it.
So his dex is that. So is that.
I was gonna eat like my whole
7.
hit too. I was so proud of
He gets the
myself.
He gets the extra dice from Stag. Oh, never mind. Sorry. 910. Yes. No.
Fuck.
That was
Yeah,
a
he
dodge
dodged
and
me.
a half. You're like, oh, he ducks under, like, oh, makes that even noise as well as you come at him.
All right, top of the round.
You know, you come at him again, strips off the shirt, covered in fucking tattoos.
You know what? If he's taking off his shirt, I'm taking
Yeah.
off my shirt.
He's like, wait now, boy, wait. Strips off the shirt completely.
Hey,
All right,
y-
cool.
You know what? Fair play. And they both strip off their shirts.
wait now. You know, they're just
Oh.
unbuttoning the shirt really quickly. Hang
This
on,
has
it's a
gotten
button,
a
you
lot
know,
more genial suddenly.
You know, squares back up again. All right, cool. Come on, let's do this.
Okay. Sean will burn 3 rage. Go back at him.
He'll burn 3 rage.
Oh my god.
Swing.
I will, and I'll spend a willpower to negate wound penalties.
Oh.
Sean wants to make a point.
Oh, nice. So that's-
Sean nearly doesn't make a point, but it's still 2.
Still 2, yeah. You're not gonna dodge. Gonna try to tank it. Roll your shit.
All right.
Oh, nice.
3.
Oh, damn. One goes through. About the same damage wise. Literally the same. Just boom, boom. You make that. Makes a whoa. Just hit him in the ribs, and he returns fire again. He gets 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's
Oh man,
his
deciding time.
There's his strength specialist doesn't actually come into this, which is funny.
1, 2,
He
3,
hasn't
4.
done
All
this.
right.
Yeah.
I soaked 2 of it. I'm still up.
Yeah, that was a nice. You got to admit that was a nice little haymaker he caught you right in the jaw. Just, bam. You know what I mean? Your go. You are first.
It's very weird, given how charged this is, how respectful these two are being.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a complete gentleman. You know what I mean? He doesn't try to kick you down. He doesn't try to low blow you. He just stays a straight up boxing match. You know what I mean? It's Sean. It probably surprises Sean.
Oh
how
my
fucking respectful
God.
it is. Oh, go for it. He won't dodge. He's going to try to tank that big hit
All right.
because he's Cactus and Thunder, son. Oh.
Here we go.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He sucks 2 of it, so you did 3. He's on 6. Oh Jesus, he's still up. Oh, you get him another really good
Like,
fucking shot in the ribs.
It's fucking scary how close these two are.
Yep, he's like, oh, you fucking prick. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck, that was a good hit. All right, I'm returning. I'll hit you. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All
Let the
right,
gods decide.
let's do this. So 4, so 8 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could easily soak this with your dice. With your board dice. Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm on 5 right now, so
Yeah,
do or
could
die
easily-
time.
Yeah.
Nope,
Oh,
he got me.
just gets you. You know what I mean? It's like this last minute swing as he just pops you right in the nose. Like you both. To be fair, I'm gonna say this because you're both on the same near enough same damage. He hits you and falls over, so you both hit the ground at the same time. It's just he's the one who like coughs first, like fucking Christ, me ribs. But I'll say this: Sean and him both topple and land together. It's only when Cackling Thunder's eyes open is he declared the winner. I'll put it like that. It's that down to the wire.
Yeah, and like nobody ever like in real life stays knocked out for very
No.
long. You watch boxing, they're out for like 10 seconds.
Oh yeah.
So Sean wobbles up, and people almost like it's very easy to mistake what he's doing as foolishly continuing past the challenge. But what actually happens is he just extends his hand.
Oh yeah, it's actually Cackling Thunder claps it. Good hustle, boy. It was good. Fuck your ribs up. Oh.
Yeah, I can't feel my jaw. All right, good fight.
Oh, good fight, lad. Good fight. You know, gives a nod, like thumbs up, really genius.
It's like just everybody watching, like, geez, what a nice pair of guys.
He literally, like, come over to the house. I'll buy you, I'll pour you a drink later. You know, wandering back.
Definitely.
Team Mother's
You know.
Touch is in action.
Oh yeah, no, Nuala comes over. Like, God, let me look at you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Most people are looking around pretty impressed. Like, you see, Fionn comes over to Sean, like, "Ah, boy, son, you nearly bet him next time." You know what I mean?
Just gotta get some more experience.
Oh yeah, no, you had him. Had him on the ropes. He was shaking like a birthday leaf.
Yeah, maybe we'll come over as once he gets back through the first line. She's not going to run out into the middle. He's got this. He's got his pride. He can walk off the field.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as he gets behind the line, it's that whole point. There she is, and already like gently trying to touch his jaw. Check to see if his nose is broken, and just
I don't know. I got those. Don't waste Mother's Touch. I got.
wince.
Tanner leans in. That was some good hustle.
Thanks.
Yeah, good punching. Cackling Thunder's a tough motherfucker, so you did better than I did. Just give a nod, like, nice job, buddy. You know what I mean?
You
No,
did
just-
pretty
hey.
good too, man.
Oh, thanks. You know what I mean? Just a, oh, thanks. Thanks, man. This is a little hair flick. Oh, thanks. You know what I mean? All right, any of the PCs jumping in? Anyone want to challenge anybody? Anyone want to hash this out? Master says, like, if anyone wants to do it now, before these two fucking big agents fucking kill each other, now is the time. Because I'm only here for a certain period, then I got to go home to my wife. Otherwise, I'm dead.
So yeah, Mavis hashtag Team's Mother's Touch right now. Does Carl want to go?
I mean, I'm not sure who Kara would go for. is the
I swear to God.
Kara just looks Sean in the eye and says, "Long live the
Live
king,"
the
and
king.
punches Christopher in the dick.
Oh!
I mean, yeah, no, it is going to come down to that. Yeah.
I mean, he said literally, if anyone wants to challenge anybody now, let's get it out of the way. Come on. Go.
Kara. Yes, Weston, very rude. You're being very rude right now. Yeah, Kara will step up.
Say anything? Doing anything?
I challenge Christopher McNamara.
Ooh.
Christopher turns over his shoulder. Like, oh, I was gonna fight. But you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. Just because that it's not like he's acting outrageous. Oh, I'm right. Oh cool. You're challenging me? Fine. Just nods very respectfully, and then get in line. Gestures, got the squared circle. Like everybody forms a square. It's hilarious. They form a circle. They're all forming a circle. Master Chad is in the middle with the big stick. Like, come on, Gertie, come on, move it, or
Yeah,
lose it.
no, Kara can. She'll walk in this circle. She kind of does that quick. I'm just gonna braid my hair real quick, get it out of the way.
I get so much mileage out of this picture.
Need to get the right. And Christopher will unbuckle the fur thing he has. He's like, I'm just gonna take this off. I'm gonna take this off. Just give me 1 minute. You know what I mean?
Kara watches. She's taken the time to get her hair braided and out of the way.
Yeah, since he's doing what Cackling Thunder did, it's like I can't move around this. That's like, just give me 1 minute. Just unbuckles himself. You know what I mean? And what will happen next is, he'll square up and roll initiative.
Yes, that's your snack.
Bastard Highland just picks up the child. Get out of there! You know what I mean? And, like, hands him off to somebody.
I'm sorry, he got away from me. Come here, little guy.
Get him out of there.
Here's a Mars bar.
He's going on 12.
Okay. Plus 5. Oh.
Abadacadabra. Sylvie casts Abadacadabra. Kills him instantly.
Sylvia appears through the time loop, casts Fireball, goes back in the time loop.
Long live the king.
Okay. Kara goes on 7. Hi.
All right. So he will spend 2 rage.
All right.
And he takes a run at you. Full speed. He rolls his strength and his brawl. 3 successes if you're electing to dodge.
Yeah, I will try to dodge. That is 4. I got nothing.
Cool. Oh, you botch. You get extra damage.
Oh God, I bought. Oh yeah,
Mhm,
that is a botch.
That is a botch.
That's a nothing and a 1. Oh boy.
So he gets 3. Weston's like, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bashing.
5 bashing. Okay.
Yep.
Ouch.
How much do you soak?
I soak 2.
Yeah, so he gives you a good old hefty squeeze. You're like, oh fuck. You know what I mean? Gets you right under the circle. Next thing you know, he first rage action. He rolls his Dex Brawl in the grapple.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nasty. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He bites into your neck.
Oh Jesus.
In Hamid, like Sean sees it, he gets her, like pulls her right up close, and then opens his mouth and just tears right into her cheek, like right into the neck, like a fucking wild rabid animal.
I soak 4, or no,
Okay.
I soak 3.
You soak 3. You take a point of lethal.
All right.
He like tears out a your neck and then looks at you much like this. Ah. And you gotta break out the grapple, your rage action. Buddy.
Yes. Yep. So that is. I got 2.
3. You stay. So, what he's going to do next on his rage action, the second one, he rolls his strength brawl. It is still enough. Barely. What he will do is he will ease you down to the ground, you know what I mean? Like does this roll. And I'm going to put exactly what he begins to proceed to do here. I want you to watch from 209 onwards. As he rolls his damage. +2 for that shot. Head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bashing. And literally watch from 209 onwards, including the scream.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Actually, no, with his strength, with his specialty for this, that's 7. That's 7 bash. Sorry. My mistake there. 7. Yeah, like I said, for all the viewers, like Sean and Maeve, watch that link I clicked in from 209 onwards, and that scream, he does that scream in real time and everything.
Oh boy. Okay.
That's 7 bash, and you got soak. Like I said,
I soak none. Yep.
Watch that clip, because from 209 onwards, that's all I'm gonna say. Those headbutts are some of the most vicious things you've ever seen. And then just this into your face, you know what I mean? Like eventually Dearman has to come, like Master Challenge comes over and lifts him off, and he's like, I mean, wilding the fuck out, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, as soon as the Master of Challenges lifts him off, Maeve dives in.
Master Challenge is like, lifts him up, come on, you crazy fucker, like reins him in, you know what I mean? Jesus!
And yeah, the mother's touch, it's gonna fall. Fucking boom.
So how's everybody reacting? That's
I mean,
the question.
Kara is well knocked out.
I'll put it like this: the last thing you saw was that scream in your face before he brought the head down a second time. That was savagery. Just you know what I mean? Just like you imagine it was almost like a demonic scream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Maeve's eyes are enormous during that entire process. Just the oh. Damn it, Bob.
Yeah, no, I'll say this for Kara. That was the last thing you saw was those bright green eyes that just turn into like this primal fury, and he just screamed in your face before he headbutted you a final time.
And is debatably suicidal if it is. If the Master of Challenges loses his grip, Maeve dives on top of Kara for one, just because Jesus Christ, to shield her, and two, so that she can try to get her up on her feet, get her out of the ring.
And apart from Sean spazzing out picture-wise, how was actually Sean reacting? Because I imagine that like took him off guard completely. Like that was just like I don't know.
So like from the bite, like he was just kind of watching, trying to think. Okay, so we were with the Children of the Oak, but they were very distinct with their words. Dermot laid it out. If she was still feeling way, she had to challenge him, so she did. Okay, and this way maybe the McTiges won't freak out quite as hard. I can see what was. I can work with this. This skirts the line of my orders, but doesn't quite break it. I don't have to look like a. Oh my god! Like it's the bite that does it that just stops. Like, and Maeve can kind of hear his leaking thoughts, and then Lincoln fall. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's what Maeve's got like the hands up over her mouth, like, oh, oh.
Kara, I mean, yeah.
I'll put it like this, Sean. When Maeve gets Kara back, she's missing a part of her cheek. Like he spits it out in the ground, like
Yeah.
Rick does after that throat bite.
And then, like, as this was just going full, Ragnar is just, whoa, look there, Maeve, there, Maeve, there,
Oh,
Maeve,
dude,
there, Maeve,
doesn't
there,
even
Maeve,
need a
there.
cue.
Maeve.
Like I said, the second he's ripped off and she feels like she can, she's diving between them not just to heal her, but she body blocks. As insane as that is, it's not a well thought out process. It's just what she does. So she dives over her and is reaching out to gingerly touch the not torn side of her face.
Yeah. Sean, with his 1 dot of medicine, just comes over and looks at the wounds. Okay, no arteries. They're all just bleeders. Maeve, do you got this?
Yeah, I got it.
Rory looks like he's seething, but the Master Challenge turns the Fisher Challenge that there's nothing I can do. Do you know what I mean? That kind of.
All right. Well,
Got her.
the
Oh,
good news
God.
is nothing important seems to have gotten hit, so you should be able to handle it okay.
Yeah.
All right,
She's
good.
just looking straight down at Kara the whole time as she's, even if it takes repeated goes, will Mother's touch until she is, back up. Just, hey. And so, Kara gets to wake up with Maeve right over her, like looking very concerned. Think you can get up?
Yeah, why does my face hurt? And just
Don't
like
Don't-
touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch.
Don't
Just
touch
come
it.
on. Take my hands. We have to get up.
okay, she'll take Maeve's hand.
Yeah, she takes both hands to do like the haul up, like. And if I take both your hands, you can't touch your face.
Yeah, Kara just pushes herself up onto her feet.
Sean just looks at Cackling Thunder like, thank God it was you.
Cackle Thunder gives him a thumbs up. The Cackle Thunder is just like if I do the fucking cross on him. It's like, mother of Jesus. You know what I mean?
Like, fucking, that was so brutal. Even Sean's turned Catholic for the moment.
Holy Mary, Mother of God. And that's basically what it is. Holy Mary, Mother of Jesus. Oh, you know what I mean? Sweet Mother of God. You know what I mean?
Just carefully lead Kara out of the ring, trying to keep her eyes on her and trying to keep her hands off her face. That is her goal right now, is the look into my eyes.
I'll put it this way. You know the one person that doesn't react horrified? I'll put it like this. This is going to give you some insight. Which members of the pack are you looking at specifically? Look at the Children of the Oak, Wild Lords.
I'd say that other than that look at Cackling Thunder, just we're friends somehow out of this. Like he's just kind of looking at the Children of the Oak because this just happened.
I mean, Orla just nods like, I mean, all right, fuck. Do you know what I mean? Woo. I mean, A+ for effort, buddy. Do you know what I mean? Woo. They're patting him like, you okay there, buddy? You know what I mean? But one person you do see, I'll put this equivalent to his. This is his reaction. For a split second, he saw the brutality of that, and you know what? Fionn liked it. Something about him. He went, not in a sadistic way, and almost as if that was the thing. Brutality was needed to be done there, whether she did that to Christopher or Christopher did that to her. It was almost as if pain was needed between those two. Just a sage nod to himself. He'll look at Sean and whisper, sometimes a bit of pain teaches us both lesson. If she had done that to him, I would have been the same way. Pain teaches everything, you know.
And it's the most unconscious thing, but Sean can feel his hand before he realizes it's there on the scar on his face.
You learn through pain, boy. Don't forget that. Taps you on your knee.
Yeah.
It's a healing process. Anyway, I'm going to see this duel.
Yeah, me too.
So, I'm going to put this in the Chat, and thankfully, Kara, after that viciousness, you're awake to see this. I'll put there in the chat.
Yay!
They square up, and I rolled there. Dermot wins. It is brutal. It is fast. It is incredibly fast paced. I mean, like, even Sean, you're like, Jesus Christ, these bad guys. You have to blink a few times, I'll put it like that. Because Dermot is faster than Rory. Rory's a tank and swings and swings and swings, but Dermot is just nimble. And he breaks the practice little sword across Rory's face. And Rory, takes a couple of steps back. And then he swings again and breaks the other one. And that's when Rory goes down. It was a close one now. It wasn't like Dermot wiped the floor with him, but speed. He was too fast. There's only so many times you can tank again, mate, if you get me.
Yeah, it's just, oh.
Master Chance looks at everybody. Is that it? Is that it? Is that everyone? That it? Everyone good? Warbastard's like, yeah, no, I don't want to fight Christopher Moore after that display. I'm quite alright. I like my face. Do you know what I mean?
It took the hit for me, Kara.
Yeah, nicely done there. Do you know what I mean? Hoity. And he goes, all
Rory,
right.
you should be easier on the Kara girl.
That's basically it. Master John's like, all right, you crazy fox. Business is sorted. I'm going home. Just walks off. Rory gets up pridefully, gets healed, and Dermot gets healed as well. And, Dermot and Rory get that kind of nod to each other, like, all right, you got me this time, you prick. I did get you prick. You know what I mean? That type of nod. How's everybody else reacting? Doing things, anything?
Sean actually looks a little relieved that the business is concluded.
Kara's watching. She was hoping Rory would win, but he didn't, and she's just kind of like, yep, he'll get him next time.
It's pretty much that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that. You reckon it'll be a much more Dermot just got essentially the way I'm translating a better role in Discord is Dermot was just too fast at the minute. That's all. Maybe Rory wasn't as focused because he was hot on rage himself and he just wasn't thinking clearly, and Dermot just capitalized. That's basically all that was. They were evenly matched in terms of fighting capabilities. It was just the Arun was faster, as is the case with the runes,
Mm-hmm.
You get the impression this isn't the first time they've gone. They've probably Rory has won a couple, Dermot's won a couple. It's pretty much that type of relationship.
No, Kara she'll. So,
Right, I think you're good. Like, finally steps back once the hole in her cheek is mended, like, oh. Okay. Doesn't hurt anymore, right?
I mean, it's like itchy.
Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah, it's freshly healed.
That's a careful little pat on the good cheek. There you go.
Thanks.
We'll glance back over to
That's
see
important.
once she's got her back together. Oh, she wants to see what Christopher's face is like now, because
It's covered in blood.
well, yes, but expression would be good.
He is winding down. It is literally like watching a man put an animal back in a cage. Like Daniel's standing in front of him, Orla's standing in front of him, like, hey, easy, buddy, easy. It's literally like watching an animal be put back in a cage, essentially. Like the Arun would have more understanding of exactly what Christopher's trying to do.
Yeah, that's why the Arun's not going over there right now. All right, two. Business is concluded. I'm hoping the air got cleared there, yeah?
Kara will nod.
Good.
You square, Alpha?
You pulled an interesting move and you towed the line, but yeah, we're good.
She'll nod.
It just nods like, yes, I have decided. Okay. after that, I need a drink. You two need a drink.
That
need a drink.
would be that would be wonderful.
And as he gathers his pack up, there's just one last nod to Dermot.
Yeah, he just nods back.
Because Sean just made a commitment. He made a decision.
Yeah, just nods back. You know, as he's gathering his people up.
Carl will give a glance back over to Rory.
Rory just wipes his face, you know, as the tears comes to heal him, but you know, they seem to talk. You know what I mean? They're talking amongst themselves. You can hear Cackling Thunder. It's like, we'll get him next time. Don't be worrying about it. Not fucking lucky. They just hear Rory nod to himself. Don't worry, next time I'll make sure I bring something that he can't quite for in terms of speed.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Essentially, the Wild Lords got a victory. They got 2 defeats, but they're not exactly like, yeah, no, we fucked everything. No, they're licking their wounds and like, we'll be back. Don't you fucking worry. You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, Sean to his back. The man did invite me into his home. Of course I'm going to go. It would be rude not to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
No, that kind of spirit of fair play and kinship is exactly what we need to be like pushing, okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You should go.
Oh, they have the most adorable little baby for you to play with too, Sean.
Look, I don't know why the kids around here always come. It's probably because of the fucking Mars bars.
Okay, look, it's either from the Mars bars or they recognize the fact that deep down you are one of their own.
Just kind of has this tight smile and closes his eyes and rubs his forehead. I had a lot of brothers. I know how it is.
Look, I'm not saying that as a bad thing, Raya. I'm not. Truly. I am. Honestly, I'm shocked you aren't married, and frankly, that.
Oh. All right.
A tantrum. That's what that is.
It's just a scraped knee. Come here. You'll be all right. Just a scraped knee. Come on, you're a big guy. He's now just bouncing this kid, trying to like, where's your mom?
Maeve's just looking at him again, like, what? Looks around. Like, how does he keep ending up with holding children?
Come on, we're gonna find your mom. We're gonna tell her how brave you are, right?
Kara's just like, just looks at me just like through the pack lane to make me see what I mean, right? He should be swimming in women right now.
Yeah, totally. Like the awkward face happens.
Like, and I mean, I don't mean like that. I mean, like they.
No, I think he hopes you mean exactly like that. But I'm gonna go over here and I'll be right back.
As Sean quests to return another errant child to their actual parents.
Just ends up standing next to Fionn, like, who?
Fionn is like checking over Christopher's face, and he's like, "You feel that, do you, brother?" Christopher's like, "Yeah." Yes, I do, and I don't like it. No, son. Love it. Love every inch of that. Won't put the beast back in its cage. You saw the way they looked at you. Oh no, boy. I won't be forgetting that for a long time. That's what you hear as you creep up, Maeve.
Maeve just was like, I'm just gonna slide over here. Okay, this is an equally awkward conversation. I'm just gonna stand here and look that way and pretend I didn't hear any of that. Like there's a side glance just because Jesus. That's some intense shade he's fucking throwing out there.
pulls Christopher in. Don't forget that now, son. The look of fear on her face, because she learned through that pain. Savor it. Then we'll turn to Maeve. How you doing, Maeve? Such a smile on his face, through the beard.
Yeah, it's just awkward face immediately. Like, oh, deer in headlights. Oh, fine.
You good, are you?
Yes, I'm.
Do you need something?
No, I was awkwardly sidling away from a different conversation.
Oh, come here.
Okay. Ease over, because they urge.
You've been on battlefields before, yeah?
Mhm.
Oh, no, I can tell by your eyes. What did you think? Think that sent the right message?
It definitely sent the message. Like, and kind of glances and thinks. Because, she initially, knee-jerk, would be like, no, that's terrifying. Why would you want to be scary? But at the same time, it's just kind of... She tries to shift the thought process and see it from his side. I know that after seeing that, I wouldn't want to pick a fight.
Pulls Maeve's face into his, the big bearded, thick, heavy one.
Oh.
See, pain teaches you many things, Maeve. Teaches you perspective. If you lose, it teaches you will to get back up and do it again. And if you win, it teaches you power. To have control over your enemies. Because you control the one thing they're afraid of taking. What that is.
Name? Fucking squick levels rising. Oh.
You watch a battlefield, Maeve. You go around it and you see them all trying to pick themselves back together, but they're so afraid of taking the pain. I'll never be proper guru that way. The way you can beat the worm is by enduring, getting stronger every time it punctures your chest.
She's
Okay.
nodding tentatively because she half agrees with this, actually.
So I hope your Galia learned the lesson. Not for humiliation, but so when she goes out on the battlefield next, she'll be that much more alive. Hey.
I think so. Like, nodding.
That's how you break the chains of the worm's hold on your soul.
What?
Yeah. See, the worm likes to chain you up in your doubts and your conceived notions of fear. The only way to live in this life is without it. To be able to not be afraid of taking the pain. It'll sting. You'll curse. You'll cry. You'll roar. But you'll be ready to face down till the death's day comes. Amidst the sea of corpses.
Oh. Just, he's so fucking intense right now.
Meanwhile, Daniel will eventually come over like, Fionn, come on, we gotta go. 1 minute. Leans right into Maeve and sniffs like, Oh, you'll be feeling it, don't you worry. I can smell it. Starts to walk backwards, towards this pack.
She just shorts out for a second and just looks kind of upset and conflicted and just kind of continues to deer in headlights.
Yeah, they leave you alone in the Kool-Aid.
Oh. Kind of glances back over to the other two as they're mid-talking as Sean comes back from delivering another small child to a waiting woman's arms.
It turns out he ran off while Mrs. Callahan was airing out the laundry, and she was worried sick.
Oh well, I'm sure she thanked you for it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think I need some fresh air, she says, standing outside already.
You know,
Sean just looks around
Maeve?
confused.
Hey, Maeve, like, come on, why don't look? Me and Sean are gonna go get a drink because I need one after that shit, and he's gonna need one because we both know what's in the future. Him and I do, and well, you might as well come drink with your packmates. Get some nice, fresh,
Alcohol.
yes, and fire.
I will take one whole alcohol as she
Mhm.
butters the ketchup like, oh, God. Just, little tense after that one.
Is there any deal?
He's
Yes.